Your next barnacle head. Oh, what is Halloween for? Hi, I'm Owen.
And I'm Diarmid.
And we're the new Ravis. And today we're going to be reading some very scary creepypastas.
This is Owen in the future. I forgot to record this part, but if you haven't already, check out our latest single, Tequila Mockingbird.
When the morning comes and the lights stay low and there's nowhere left to hide and nowhere left to go.
We've got
2.
total, right? Because you have 2 and I have 2. And 2 and 2 is...
2.
They don't teach you that in school, kids. I'm not sure which one to go first. I haven't actually read this one. Okay, so this is called Peppa Pig, Daddy Pig's Revenge. One time I was going downtown to find some Peppa Pig DVDs, but everywhere I would go, I could not find anything. I was about to give up and go back home, but I found one more shop. It was a Walmart. So I took a look, and there was a bunch of DVDs like Poi Koyo, Pingu, and Bear in the Big Blue House, and Teletubbies, and even Arthur. I've seen almost every episode of these shows, but never seen those episodes on those DVDs. I found a Peppa Pig DVD with 2 episodes called Daddy Pig Loses the Race and Daddy Pig's Revenge. If there's any children in the room, I'd ask them to leave now. I was decided to buy the DVD because it was only Peppa Pig DVD there. I put it in my DVD and played all episodes. The beginning of the first one was normal, except in the background it was nighttime and there was blood on the title. The episode started with Peppa and her family watching TV. Daddy Pig said he wanted a race in something, the Olympics or something. The next day, Daddy Pig was in the race, with some people also racing, and the race started. Daddy Pig was struggling to get first, but then he tripped over and came last, and he lost. Daddy Pig was so sad. So Peppa and her family had to go home. Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig were in bed. Mummy Pig was asleep, but Daddy Pig was awake with hyper-realistic eyes, and he looked very angry. He said, I have to get revenge on everyone. They have to pay for it. Episode ended. The next episode didn't have an intro. It started with Daddy Pig going outside and killing everyone. Peppa woke up and saw him kill everyone. Then Peppa Pig screamed silently and ran down the cellar. Then Daddy Pig went home. And he went into Peppa and George's room, and then Daddy Pig holded the axe in the air. Then George woke up and gasped. And then the screen went black and Daddy Pig chopped him up. How could you know he chopped him up if the screen went black? There's a fucking plot hole in this already. George crying sounded just like his crying from the episode Lunch, and even Daddy Pig said, oh now, wow George. If you haven't seen all of Peppa Pig, you're going to be quite confused right now. But it sounded like Grandpa Pig. After that, the screen went back to normal, and Daddy Pig killed Mummy Pig. And then he got a grenade and threw it at Susie's sheep house and the school. After that, Peppa Pig got out of the cellar and called the cops about Daddy Pig. Mrs. Rabbit tried to get Daddy Pig, but she got chopped up to pieces too after that. Everyone in Peppa Pig land, including Peppa, tried to stop him, but he had an RPG and shot it at everyone, including Peppa. Then Daddy Pig said to the screen with hyper-realistic eyes that were bleeding, you humans, I will kill you all. You made me lose, and you made me do this. Your next barnacle head. Episode ended. I was so scared I got nightmares about this episode. I tried telling some of my friends, but nobody believed me, except my best friend. I showed him the DVD and he got scared also. But I am beware. Daddy Pig is somewhere, and I will have to find out who made this. Thank you, Tyler.
Oh, that ended on a strong note.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of limped to the finish line there. James, what would you rate that out of 10?
I rate that 5 Daddy Pigs out of 10.
I don't know. I thought that was a solid 7. All right, Jeremy, do you want to give us your first one? Let's see what...
Okay. This one is called Roommate Troubles.
Ooh.
This actually happened to me a few years back at the University of Arts in Philadelphia. My sophomore year, I roomed with a girl called Cara. She was a jazz vocalist, but her main interest was opera. We had a small room on the sixth floor of a dormitory called Juniper Hall. The walls were thin, and her last night singing and voice practices would keep me up late. After a month or so of lost sleep, I convinced her to move her last night practices to the music studios in the Miriam Theatre. Around 8 o'clock one evening, Cara announced that she would be practicing late for an upcoming recital and probably wouldn't be home until around midnight. Great, I thought. That means I can go to bed early. I was beat. I had a horrible day in acting studio, and I was ready to pass out as soon as I had dinner. She said goodnight and left, coffee and sheet music in hand. I made some grilled cheese and soup and gobbled it down. And immediately began to prepare for bed. By the time I got out of the shower, my eyelids were so heavy I could hardly brush my teeth. I pulled down my PJs and crawled into the top bunk of our bunk bed. I was out as soon as my head hit the pillow. I woke to the sound of the apartment door closing. I opened my eyes and groggily checked my phone. Midnight, on the dot. I rolled back over and closed my eyes. I heard Cara enter the room and stop in front of the bunk bed, checking to see if I'm actually asleep, I thought. She flopped down on the bed below me, which was strange, as she was a stickler for brushing her teeth and washing up before bed. Then again, the exams were just around the corner, and we were all exhausted. The mattress below me creaked, and then was silence. I couldn't even hear her breathing. I started to drift off again. I was just on the edge of a deep sleep when I startled awake by a noise. A key in the lock, the door opening, and Cara entering her apartment, humming an opera tune. The mattress below me creaked. Ooh. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes me want to grill cheese and some soup.
Cara never goes to bed without brushing her teeth.
I'm gonna give that a solid 5.
Ah, that was better than 5. Come on.
Alright, sorry. Is it-
Daddy Pig in his grenade launcher. Rigged.
Yeah, no, okay. We'll say 7.
I'll take 7.
Huh?
And then we got too drunk to make sense anymore. Happy Halloween, suckers.